All right, let's get this video going. And I've told you that, you know what, a lot of times, you know, I've put up a lot of videos when it comes to number-wise. I put a lot of videos up, but there was a time when I was enjoying this. There was a time when I was feeling it, when I loved talking about stuff. It just got to the point where I had just put so much content out there that I had nothing to talk about, and I wasn't excited anymore to talk about anything. You know what I mean? And we're not gonna get like into the truth of stuff. I don't think you know, let me explain. So you might wonder, why did I say the truth of stuff? Because, you know, and you might say, dude, you gotta get off this topic. But I wanted to talk about true life again. It's odd, you know, why would I want to talk about true? I'll tell you why. This might actually be positive. But the reason I want to is because I found, so I never knew any of his music. The funny thing is I never listened to True Life. I had never heard a single song of his. It was a long time ago that I was listening to Mobb Deep. And so I somehow came across a beef video. It was some kind of rap website, and it was about a beef between Mobb Deep and True Life. I didn't know who he was at all. I had never heard of True Life. But obviously I heard of Mobb Deep. You know, I had definitely heard of Mobb Deep. I never heard of True Life. And you know, I'll tell you that my honest opinion of Mobb Deep, when I heard Mobb Deep, I was like, dude, Mobb Deep would kill Tupac. Okay, because I remember Tupac called out Mobb Deep in one of his songs. And that was before I really knew who Mobb Deep was. And I knew who Tupac was, but I was listening to Tupac when I was 11 years old. But anyways, I got older, started getting into Mobb Deep. And I'm like, so I'm thinking Mobb Deep is like the hardest fucking rap shit there is. You know, these guys really paint a real picture. You know, Shook Ones and Survival of the Fittest, Hell on Earth, Hoodlum, and even other ones that I'm not gonna say. But Mobb Deep had like, dude, I thought they were the hardest fucking, I thought they would have killed Tupac. You know what I mean? I thought Mobb Deep was like the shit in New York. Until I saw that True Life beef video. That shit shocked me like crazy. I was so shocked. I couldn't believe that somebody punked Mobb Deep like that. You know what I mean? And Mobb Deep is a real group. They didn't deny it. You know what I mean? Some rappers, due to marketability and sales, and, you know, in the 90s, even if you were signed to Sony, like, as a man from the hood or as a gangster, even if you're signed by Sony, so, you know, I'm not saying Sony's into it, but if you have, like, if you're painting the picture that we're real dudes right now, you're gonna keep that up. So I do give them props, because in that video, Mobb Deep said, you know, they said, what happened to the True Life incident? And Havoc was a little bit like, what's going on? And I understand it, because Prodigy was the one who was on a track with him. And Prodigy just was, dude, we don't even want to talk about that right now. You know, you just keep that out of the video. So, you know, it was kind of, and then Havoc said, dude, like, we wanted to get rid of it. You know, it's all about, Havoc says, dude, this is supposed to be about music. Why are we getting into killing each other and all that shit? That's like that's too crazy for something that's just supposed to be music and album sales, right? So they gave that part. And see, True Life, he's got all these guys with he talks about how they ran in with like guns and stuff and robbed all of them. You know what I mean? In the studio. Okay. And I'll be honest, like I was really shocked. I was like, dude, how did somebody punk Mobb Deep like that? You know what I mean? But that was it. I watched that video and I never heard the name True Life again. I never even thought of the name True Life. It was about, when did I start this? So I started, the True Life thing came up again, like this year sometime. I don't know, earlier this year. And I still didn't listen to any. I watched the old beef video. You know, I thought it was cool. And it didn't even occur to me to try to listen to his music. Now, I told you that I saw his music videos. He has like 5 like new music videos out. He dropped that gangster shit so hard and so bad. He just dropped all that shit that he was spitting in that beef video. and all that real life that he was living and all that real gangster hardcore. He was, dude, he used to like, okay, anyways, I'll get to that. But, you know, all that stuff, all that stuff just dropped. Now that's not fair to him, because those videos I saw, they were posted 3 years ago, and you know, they got big rappers, Future and all these big rappers in there. And I'm thinking to myself, like, wow, this guy, he's not the same guy the guy that I saw in his youth, that beef video, that True Life is not the same True Life here. Something like big happy, and it was very obvious. To me, it was a little obvious that, you know, he kind of dropped the ball and he lost all the shit that he was. You know, he was a smart guy, by the way. He must have known the dude, his life was over. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? His life was gonna be over. Listen, dude, Lion King was a movie, okay? When you're in Hakuna Matata, you're not coming out of Hakuna Matata, right? You're not coming back and killing Scar and doing all that shit. Lion King was a Disney cartoon movie about animals, and there were no human beings in that movie, right? So that I want to make to you clear. But you know, I talked about it, and I understand. But now, I don't know when he released these songs. I actually like his music. You know, I saw the music videos, but this time I'm listening to, I don't know if it's his old albums. I don't know when they're from. It's hard to find it. Sometimes on YouTube, they don't always put the dates. They'll just put the date of upload. So if it's uploaded a year ago, I mean, you're thinking, dude, this could have been 20 years ago. This could have been 10 years ago. You have no idea. Now, I don't know where I could guess, but that's not important. So I actually like, so he's got a few tracks where he goes hard, and I like it. He's got a lot of tracks where he goes soft. Like, he goes really, really, really soft. Like, really soft. You know what I mean? The guy goes really, really soft. Can I say that again? The guy goes, most of the songs, he goes really soft, man. Even back then when he's supposed to be hard, he's going so soft. Now, okay, so so the first song, and I told you I heard, was with Cool G and Prodigy, that track he did. Is it called Being a Thug, or It's Hard Being a Thug, or something like that? When You're a Thug, yeah. So that was, you know, that was a good track, man. I liked it. I liked that track, man. I mean, Prodigy and True Life, you know, it was cool. Now, this is what I want to talk about, which is supposed to be positive. Is that I like some of his songs, but I like the ones where he was the guy that he was in that video, that true Mob Deep beef video, and the guy that he had, you know, I wouldn't say portrayed, the guy he was. You know, I mean, those songs, now I'll tell you again, it's not my style, right? My personal style and who I am, I don't like listening to wildin' out music. One of his songs actually has the word wild in it, right? I don't listen to wildin' out music, and I mean, like, most of the time, like every little now and then, I might get amped up. You know, every now and then I might get amped up for a reason. You know what I mean? Like he said, like, oh, dude, we robbed Mob Deep for a reason. We're wilding out for a reason, not without a reason. And he made that clear. Now, I may, you know, do that once, but that's like once in a while that I might start wilding out. But, you know, that's just part of, that's just kind of, you just want to, part of, like, yeah, I don't know what it is, okay? But every now and then I will do that, but that's not my overall style. This guy was selling himself as that guy, but in the background and in the other tracks, he's throwing out these, you know, sensitive, sad songs about his life, and, you know, all the sentimental, that's the word that I was looking for, not sensitive, all the sentimental stuff. And the music is, he's got piano, and the music is like so soft and, you know, sentimental and stuff. And I'm like, okay, so I'll be honest with you, I listened to maybe 1 minute of his other songs. I don't listen to it. But those Wild and Out songs, I like them, man. Even though I'm not listening to it going, oh, this is real, this is me. Yeah. And I do that, actually. I every now and then I might listen to a song and be like, yeah, this is me. But when it comes to those songs, I actually love them. It's not my style, and he is wilding out in those songs, but I love it. I absolutely love it, man. He could have been, and you know what? He didn't want success. He already had money. He already had success. He did that rap shit just pretty much, you know, to be the man. You know what I mean? He wanted to be the man. But, you know, when you're saying shit like, I'm the prettiest thug in the game, you know, which I see him start doing while he still has his braids and he's being all gangster. Like when he's saying shit like, I'm the prettiest thug in the game and things like that, I'm thinking to myself like, dude, all right, maybe he's not all about that. Now, you know, there are some guys, they start wilding out, man. When they get pumped up, when they get amped, they wild out and they make songs like that. So I appreciate them from an entertainment perspective. Not that I want to live it, I want to be it, and I want to act like that. No, not at all. But from a music and entertainment perspective, I love his tracks, man. I love the guy's tracks. And you know what? When he put tracks out like that, dude, you know, you really got, you know, when he put tracks like those out, those particular tracks that he put out, I'm sure that, like, you know, some of it was influential, you know, being, you know, with that hard image or whatever that he wanted to put that out. Maybe he enjoyed it too, but maybe it just really wasn't him. You know what I mean? And maybe that's why he just got off of that shit. You know, he wanted to rap about, he's got a song called When I Want, and it's just him and his girlfriend. Well, maybe not his real girlfriend, but him and a girl that's supposed to be his girlfriend in the music video. And the whole video is about her. He goes bowling with her. You know, he's hanging. No, listen, I'm not against that shit. I understand that. But I mean, you know, it's like, whoa, what happened to True Life? You know what I mean? But anyway, back to the point. I like those songs, man. From a strictly entertainment perspective, I like those songs. I don't think it's a tragedy that he didn't sell a lot of records or anything like that. He didn't need to, and he put those out. I like those songs. I'll still bump them today. Because it's new and fresh to me, I'm actually bumping it more. And I like those songs, man. I like those songs. I can't believe that I just found them because I like the shit. And I'm like, holy shit, did I just find this in hip hop? I thought I knew my shit. You know, I mean, those, I'm not gonna, you know how, okay, so they don't go hard. Those songs don't go hard. They're just like fucking just wilding out. That's all you can say. They're not going hard. Like, you know, rap songs talk about shooting and killing and all that. They're not going hard. When I'm a Thug has a lot of like violent lyrics in there. Like crazy violent lyrics, like stabbing up and shooting up and all that shit. But these songs are not like, they're not violently hard or anything like that. It's just a lot of amp. Cause that's what he was about. You know, that's what I was thinking to myself, dude, that's why you should always be who you are. You know what I mean? If that was who you are, dude, you should have just stuck to that shit. You know, you had something going on, but you know, it's a different thing, dude. When you have somebody looking after you, versus, you know, you're a man and that's who you are, it makes a huge difference. You know, somebody's looking after you, somebody's teaching you, and you're doing your thing, versus you're a man and you know exactly who you are and you do you. Like, that's a whole different situation. That's why I always appreciate that thing about me, that I never did anybody else. No matter how bad it was, I always did myself. You know what I mean? So now as a grown man, when I do shit like that or I talk like that, you know, that's because it's me. You know what I mean? I'm not putting out a track and going soft on it tomorrow. You know what I mean? I'm going to carry it 24/7 all the time. But I'm a different type. Well, you know, it is what it is. But I'll tell you, I'll say it again. I'll say it again. This guy deserves those. He's got about a few tracks on there. Those tracks are fucking very good. And I've said a lot of bad things about him. But I'll tell you right now, from an entertainment perspective, I absolutely love those songs. I love those songs, those wild and out crazy fucking songs. I absolutely love them. That's the shit, man. That's the shit. And I didn't give him credit for it before because I didn't listen to those before. And when I listened to it, I was like, all right, I'm going to give you a lot of credit, man. And you know what? When you're a Thug with Prodigy and Cool G, yeah, it's cool. It's cool. But you know what, man? It's not that good. I'm sorry, and I know True Life didn't like that. I'm sure Prodigy and Havoc didn't find True Life to be very good or marketable. And I don't think that track was that good at all. Even though that's the only track that most people know about True Life, I didn't think it was that good. But these songs, they get me amped up, man. I love that shit. I don't like, I'm not living that shit and talking about it like that's me, but I'm playing it like that's True Life. That's True Life shit, and I'm feeling it. That's all it is. All right. I'm done. I was actually enthused to make this video. I actually enjoyed it. And, you know, I might just start making less videos so that every video is like that.